On Brianne's favorite band, Aerosmith, and Walk This Way. Perfect lead into the next segment. 7:36, Mojo Nat and AC. Good morning.
Rocket weather for today. We've got plenty of sunshine with a high of 64. It's 46 at the Rocket.
All right, time for your American Idol recap. We're doubling up today since your segment was, trumped by yesterday's April Fool's shenanigans.
It was worth it.
Yes. I tell you, you did drop the best line of the morning, though, when you were referring to the Rocket Pinup Babe and how you may go lesbo for and suggested the notion of hanging out at Sluggers.
I know.
That
and
was
she
nice.
still didn't give me her number.
Darn.
And I thought Sluggers was like, the closer.
Yeah. It was a good one.
And I would have gotten to feel your tube socks.
Yes. My thermal implants. Thermal socks. All right, let's start off with the performance show. Now, the theme was iTunes Top 100 Downloads.
Yes. And I thought it was like current top 100 downloads, so I did some research and there was like Nickelback and like Papa Roach and like cool things that like people can relate to. But no, apparently it was just like popular download / pick whatever the hell you want to sing.
Like the Squeaky Deaky song.
Well, yeah, they might have as well been singing the Squeaky Deaky song. Or it's Peanut Butter Jelly Time.
Yes.
These songs.
How awesome would have that show have been if they did?
I think I would have liked it a lot better than it actually was. God, it sucked.
All right, let's get to some of the performances. As always, we like to start off with Dead Wife Danny.
Yes.
What hurts the most, ironically? Oh, my dead wife.
Well, when he was doing like the pre-interview, he kind of started to, I can sing this because I have a lot of emotion behind it. I'm like, oh God, he's going to talk about his wife again. Mm-hmm. But he didn't. He kind of just alluded to it.
Yes.
And then what hurt the most was when he actually sang the song. It was pretty bad.
Was it really?
It was bad. The more I originally picked Danny to win, but the more I listened to him sing, the more he sucks, and B, the more I listen to him talk, the more he sounds like a D-bag. So I don't think he's gonna win.
All right.
A D-bag.
So Dead Wife Danny is falling down the totem pole, in your opinion.
He is. He's falling hard and fast.
All right. Blind Scott, what did he deliver?
Blind Scott, he sang a Billy Joel song, and I know the obvious comparison. Like, okay, they both play the piano. But there's another thing that makes it very similar, a good song for him to pick. If either one of them get behind the wheel of a car, somebody's going to end up hitting a house.
Nice one, Bree. Nicely played.
Ka-ching. Very, very nice. Now, surprisingly, and I didn't see the show, but I listened to the audio, but, it was just 2 weeks ago that Adam Lambert and his Fall Out Boy haircut just, really ate it with his Middle Eastern take on the Johnny Cash classic, Ring of Fire. But he has rebounded nicely.
He has rebounded, with Motown Week, he did very well, and then this week he did Play That Funky Music, and at first I was like, oh God, he's gonna do like an African version. Like ever since the Ring of Fire, that's all, like it's been a fear that he's just gonna suck, but he actually did a very modern, like realistic take on it.
All right, here's Adam Lambert and Play That Funky Music. Boing, boing. Wow, hitting the high notes.
I know.
You are not kidding.
Very impressive.
So, how do the judges feel about his performance?
They really liked him. They said that, he's really artistic, and again, Paula said that, she thinks that he's gonna win, and except this is the second week in a row that he hasn't been doing, like, the Pete Wentz hair.
Really?
And I really think he's got to start, wearing it down again, because there's a bunch of 16-year-old wannabe girls that are like...
that are ready to cast their vote.
And they're going to vote for the next most emo-looking person, and I don't think it's going to be Adam.
And not just the 16-year-olds. I might add, I think he's going to win because my Aunt Julia calls my mom after his performance every week.
Really?
Oh.
And you know what Aunt Julia said? Now,
What does
Bree,
Aunt Julia say?
this carries a lot of weight with her. I never thought a guy could be as hot as Elvis. until now.
Really?
No.
Wow.
How about that?
That's a strong statement from Aunt Julia.
Although,
Yes.
Bud was right yesterday when he said that Adam Lambert does look a lot like Mojo Nat. He does.
He does.
Short wig on, except I think Mojo Nat has nicer bone structure.
Well,
Yeah.
Adam
thank
looks
you
a
so
little
much.
chunky.
Definitely.
Thanks so much. So Adam Lambert now has become a player in this contest.
He has. He's
Yeah.
become a strong player.
Excellent. So your favorite, Allison, how did she fare?
She was okay. Like, she did good. She came out and she started her song. She did some No Doubt song, and she started out by playing the guitar, which won me over because I'm also a guitar player. So, like, you know,
A shredder.
a shredder.
Shredder.
One more reason I want to be her. But like, the judges were saying when they were giving their critique, they didn't focus on her performance at all. They just said that her outfit sucked. Like, that was their main.
I know, Bree.
And it was,
I thought
and
that
then
was
she ended up.
bogus.
Didn't you think that was bogus? And then she
Yeah.
ended up in the bottom 3 this week, and I'm like, wonder why? Because I can think of some other people that should have been there besides
absolutely, yeah.
her. Like,
Right.
her performance wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't.
And everyone makes bad fashion choices.
Yes.
And this is coming from Simon Cowell, who wears the same black t-shirt and pants
Every night.
day of his
and,
life.
and parts his
Amen,
hair
girl.
down the middle and then blow dries it.
I know.
What's the deal with that?
Paula can set her drinks on top of his head. It's so flat.
Absolutely. So before we get to the results, the American Idol performance night was only an hour and a half as opposed to 2 because it was the premiere of the Osbournes variety show. Haven't seen it yet, did DVR it, but from the promos alone, it looked like an absolute car wreck.
Oh, it was like a 10-car pileup. It was bad. I actually stuck around. While I was writing my blog, I just left it on and I was watching. They, just Ozzy, I think you make good music, but I've lost total respect for you. Sorry.
Now, what were they doing? Skits and sketches like variety shows
Yeah.
typically do?
They were like doing stupid skits, like the one like Ozzy pretended to be in like Flash Dance, and they had like the
No.
leotard.
Oh
Yes.
my
Oh.
God.
And that was the moment where I was like,
Oh.
nope, done. I'm like, I can't watch this
Oh.
anymore. And then like
Oh.
Ozzy and Kelly were at like a fast food restaurant, like being rude to customers. It was,
That's annoying.
I
All the way
thought
around.
Idol was a waste of my time sometimes when these people suck. The Osbournes reality show was a waste of my time as well.
All right, last night's results show. A couple of things we want to get to. And I did not realize this because, in our opinion, we thought David Cook, last year's winner, just kind of went away.
Right.
I was surprised to find out that his album actually went platinum.
No, his album did actually go platinum. They presented him with the plaque last night. He kind of did get the Ruben Studdard treatment, like Ruben got last week, where it's just like a real short interview. But if Ruben ever wanted to sell 1 million records, like he'd have to have 500,000 of his closest friends, and then have like a 500,000 coaster set for all of his friends. I'm sure Ruben does not have a platinum record on his wall unless he went to some store and bought it.
Oh, that's funny. It's Idol
$5
Chatter.
and I can get my name on it too, I'll take it.
Right on. Performances last night included David Cook and Lady Gaga, who I'm oddly fascinated with.
Oh, geez.
She's got a nice set of pins on her. I like her.
And she always doesn't wear pants.
Yeah.
So that's probably it.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. So it came down to the bottom 3, and finally getting her just reward for sucking the majority of this top 13. It came down to
Megan.
Megan
Yay!
Joy.
I was so happy. And then she was acting so weird last night. First when they called her over to like the loser chairs, she was flapping her arms and like making bird noises. And I was just like, what the hell?
Just flew in from Cleveland. Boy, are my arms tired.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
And after they gave her the boot, Simon pretty much just put the final nail in her coffin.
Mm-hmm. Serves her right.
Yeah.
Well, while her competitors are like crying for her because they feel so bad for her, she's like, "Oh, guys, don't cry. I don't care. It's whatever." Da 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 da. It's like, well, you shouldn't have been in the competition.
No, not at all. She
And
was terrible.
then to add insult to injury, the Alexis Grace, who was voted off a couple weeks earlier, is like sitting behind the judges, and I'm sure she is just like livid.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Because she's probably like, that could have been me, I at least cared, and honestly I think it should have been her. I don't think Megan should have been around this long.
All right, excellent work. That is Idle Chatter with Brianne, Bree Crest as we like to call her. The blog is up on the website, rocket101.com. Did they indicate what the theme is going to be next week?
Oh, yes, they did. It's songs from the years the contestants were born.
Oh, that's...
So it's going to range from, I figured it out, 82 to 93.
There you go, 82 to 93. Excellent. 7:46 at the Rocket.